I can hardly believe it. We're here, we're at the track. It finally stopped raining. We've been ready to go for like a month and it just would not stop. Every weekend, rain, rain, rain. I'm not talking like one local track. Anywhere in the area that we wanted to go, rained out. But today, 70 degrees, 0% chance of rain, 100% chance of me wrecking something. Got the whole gang. Matt, me, Dad's new car, the LS 416, Brandon's car, and we got this sweet new canopy thanks to Streetcar Injection and Low Dollar Motorsports. We don't really know what we're doing setting it up, so it's probably gonna end up on top of the pines over there at the end of the day. So if anybody wants a free red tide, just you can retrieve it from up there. So I don't know, a whole lot of uncertainty today. I haven't washed the car yet, still covered in dust. Matt's car's been down the road a couple times. Dad's did a donut in the driveway once, and I think Brandon took his down the road once. So a whole lot of questions and uncertainty. But if all goes well, we'll edit this out later. That goes like a 960 or better. This goes a 4 something, and that goes a 4 something. How do you feel about your new car?
Kind of excited.
Are you nervous?
Not really.
I see you have a GoPro mount in there.
I do.
Is that for the wheelie?
Well, you never know.
So
you gotta document the unknown, so you just gotta be ready for it, that's all.
If you're new here, Dad wrecked a small block last year. It used to make like 640 horse, and he bought a Shafroth 416 that makes 750 horse, and it's aluminum block. So the car has picked up 120-ish horse, and it lost 120-ish pounds off the nose. Again, if you're new, I wrecked my stock motor last year. So it now has a 370 stock crank rod and piston iron block. So I added a bunch of weight to the nose. Matt sold his car at the end of last year and then picked this one up this spring. And that is a stock block rod and piston motor as well. I think it's got a K1 crank, maybe. All right, so the track is live. We've got issues. We've got issues already. So Dad took her out for the test trip, came back, of course, no oil pressure. So luckily, it looks like the oil pressure sensor is cracked or failed. It's leaking oil everywhere. So Josh just ran in town and grabbed one, and they're throwing that in right now. Hopefully that takes care of our issues. Other than that, I'm getting ready right now to go for the first hit. I've got like, I'm gonna call it a medium tune-up in it. Should make like 1,250 horse all in. We're leaving on 8 pounds, and I have 5 degrees pulled out on the hit, so hopefully it's an A to B. See how it goes. Yeah, I'll be honest, I kind of saw that coming. I haven't seen any video yet other than Steven's Snapchat and it looked like the initial hit was fine, and then as soon as the timing and the boost started coming in, that's when it lost it. So we're obviously dealing with way more low end power all the way around. We've got way heavier front nose on the car, so I'm gonna have to drag out the timing retard, drag out the boost, and just try to baby this thing down the track a little bit. But other than that, I got after it just a little bit, and it felt good up there. So give her a whack here. Dad's car's good. It's got oil pressure now, so we're gonna bring his up. So, picking up where we left off last year, it's getting towed back. So a couple things went on here. Car wouldn't come up on the brake, just like hit and miss. I was like, whatever, it's like with the brake. Blubbered, went, and then a bunch of water ended up on the windshield, so I pulled over right away. I'm being towed back. We noticed after we filled the car that the methanol I bought is full of garbage. I mean, real bad. I bought it right out of VP Drum, so I felt pretty good about it. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, it plugged our filter on the funnel, so I'm assuming the injectors are hung now, which is sweet. As far as the coolant, the radiator cap came off. Was it a fluke? I didn't have it on all the way. I don't know. The catch can doesn't have any fluid in it, so I don't think it popped a gasket, but nonetheless, that's about the end of my weekend, so I don't know. We'll see. Go from here. So it's Tuesday afternoon, coming from work, and I was working on a couple projects. I got home this weekend. I said to just take a couple days to think about it, so I don't do anything drastic. So I came home, started working on the car. You can see it's missing a motor. But before I did that, I pulled the motor out of Dad's car on Sunday. So like, so don't want to make any like drastic wild moves just because of a couple small hiccups. So as you can see, clearly yeeted a head gasket yet again. Chicken and egg type of deal. So the methanol we bought was not good. I would drain the methanol out of the car before I pulled the motor, and it wouldn't even drain out of the filter hardly. So that's why the car would come up on the brake, obviously, et cetera, et cetera. Rubber particles, I don't know where they came from. I know what you're thinking, John, it's probably your fuel lines. Well, first off, I didn't make any fuel lines this winter. Second off, it's in the jugs. The jugs are clean. In fact, 2 of the jugs are brand new. And yes, I cleaned the brand new jugs when I filled them. So we got some bad mouth, plugged up the filter. I don't know if that's pretty likely it didn't help the scenario, lifting the head, which is wild. We did 2 burnouts and a second gear pull for 400 feet, but nonetheless, head gaskets are out of it again. Motor's out. So that pretty much brought me to the point this year where, if you're close to me, you knew this, but I kind of said, if this doesn't go really well, I'm taking a break for a while. So it didn't go really well. Yes, I could yeehaw another head gasket in it, or 2 or 3 or 4, and it just continues on. Long story short, maybe this motor wasn't a bright idea. I don't know. I used to like the motor. I don't really care for it anymore. Just a lot of bad luck with it. But either way, the point was, if this doesn't go well, I need to shift gears and come up with a different plan. So the motor's out of the Camaro. I was gonna push back in the trailer and let it sit for probably a good portion of the year. We're just kind of strapped right now. It's been a tough couple of months. It's just one of them deals. So either way, the motor's out. I was talking to Dad a little bit, and he's actually been talking about buying a different roller, something for bracket racing or whatever. And I was like, well, if you want, just use mine. It's just gonna sit here and the motor's already out. And he loves that car, obviously, and he was pretty apprehensive because he thought he was like messing with my schedule, which he wasn't whatsoever. The car was gonna sit. So he took me up on it, so he brought the car over Sunday. I pulled his motor. His 416, 415, I keep forgetting, it's 415 LS3 is gonna go in the Camaro for the year. He's gonna use it and do some local stuff. I'm not 100% sure what my plan is. All I know is for the last 2 years, I make wild, terrible decisions. I move way too quickly, and it usually doesn't result in anything good. So no, I'm not wholesaling everything. I'm not quitting, I'm not giving up. I just need to figure out an actual game plan that's gonna work, because we just keep going around and around doing the same stuff over and over again. So probably last video for a while, unless there's some wild demand for bracket racing videos, which I highly doubt. Probably just gonna take some time off here and do that. So stand by for more.